welcome to Cinema Trailer News. My name is Chris, and this will be my review for The Banshees of Inisherin. Martin McDonagh has a brand new film, The Banshees of Inisherin, and we're going to talk about this movie and how it made me emotional in a way that I did not expect once it was over. So, no spoilers, let's get into it. Two lifelong friends find themselves in an impasse when once abruptly ends their relationship with alarming consequences for both characters, and these characters are played by Colin Farrell and Gleeson. Now there are one or two scenes here that just kind of shocked me with how violent they actually were, and it might not even what you're expecting, but you have to watch the movie to find out. And all of these surrounding the relationship, two amazing actors. Gleeson giving one of the best performances I've seen from him in a long time. Every scene, a very subtle character, someone who really doesn't want to talk all that much, make it more obvious the beginning, and he absolutely crushes it. Now, Colin Farrell, he's already given multiple amazing performances this year, and this to me stands about the rest, not only because he completely nails the personality of this character, but someone who lives and thrives almost solely to the idea of being nice. Now he sees himself as a nice guy, and he sees himself as someone very personable, and it can hold an easy conversation with essentially anyone in the town. But Gleeson plays a character that he thought that he was his best friends in the beginning of the film, but one day he was into the bar and he didn't really want to talk to Jane anymore. And that idea of the movie, and really the goal of this film as viewer, you to find out, well, what doesn't he want to talk with him anymore? And then when you find out the actual reason this friendship or lack therefore, it takes a step further, and it becomes kind of this series of confrontations between the two, and it's almost like this little civil war brain, and these the townspeople all of these really quirky characters. They have great sense of humor, all the movie, and they're either leaning towards one side or the other. But once really picking sides, everyone in town either doesn't like both characters or prefers one to the other. Regardless, it's all about how they feel about each other. Of course, Colin Farrell, he does have a sister played by Kerry Condon, and Siobhan, who is the rock that he has finally at the beginning, and is going to try her best to get to anything, but she acknowledged that yes, my brother is nice, but he's not the smartest guy in town, and he's not someone that is going to hold a witty or a breathing conversation, and he's someone who is just there to have a fun time, and that's the type of character that he is. Now, Gleeson's Colm is not like resents the friendship that they have, but he does have his reason behind why he doesn't want to be friend going forward. So what What a fascinating concept. I was just really to be swept away by Martin McDonagh's dialogue, by his ability to show off his directing chops and his writing up me. And you know, the script going to it's just so good, and it serves every character and all these little supporting David Pierce Price, Sheila Fenton, who plays Miss McConnell, Padraic. There are so many great character actors that they all played this, you know, very memorable. Maybe they have one or two lines in the movie, but they're so memorable because of the quickness of this dialogue. And yes, it's a dark concept, and the movie sells this bleakness to it and his interest to it, especially when you get towards the end, and the emptiness will leave you feeling emotional. And I did not know what to feel at the end of this movie. We talk about in a second, but those supporting characters are great. Barry Keoghan, who plays Dominic, I love Barry as an actor. He has really a thick Irish accent, but he's able to start kind of fall into this film, and that Irish accent may cause trouble for some people watching. Like there were moments in this movie to where I could have used captions because I couldn't really tell exactly what they were saying, and there there are phrases there, and there are where also to where you don't know what they're taking part about first, but as you go you get the context and you're able to put things together in your head. And a lot of those words, they make you laugh and they make you smile, and I was grinning all the way to this movie. Now until I wasn't, because there's like I say bleakness to the third half that just made you feel some type of way. And the way this movie ends, I can sit there and say that I was fully satisfied with. There is something about the abruptness of this ending that slightly bothers me. Now, I did feel as we should have gotten more, or maybe even less than we actually got. But then the way it leaves off, I don't have a lot of complaints with the script. With the quickness mixed with the bleakness, and then we have the visuals. I mean, this says the location, the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous. You see the gorgeous camera movement to capture the landscapes that are in front, and oh my god, that makes the world a different with a movie like this. And combined with that, with a fascinating story, and just trying to figure out as viewer why he doesn't want to be friends with him anymore. And if you are someone who has a close friend or had a close friend that maybe you're not as close as anymore, this could hit in a different kind of way. It definitely did for me. Now, this movie, Beauty, The Banshees of Inisherin, a beautiful shot and director, and it combines the quickly sense of humor with a bleak story in a fascinating way. And the ending may not satisfy everyone, but it's the journey that is compelling and hurtful. It's just an incredible film, and just also it's one of the best films of this year, so highly recommend this movie. So that's my review for The Banshees of Inisherin. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribe to the channel, and like always, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.